Ich habe das Spiel nochmal neu installiert, weil mich diese technischen, ja, diese Sounds irgendwie gestört haben. Ich hoffe, das ist jetzt weg. Ansonsten bin ich auch so ein bisschen mit meinem Latein am Ende. Genau. Ich habe gerade nochmal in die letzte Folge reingeguckt. Genau, mit Kuno reden und auf die Uhrzeit achten wegen dieser Cafeteria im Whirling Rag oder so. Genau, wir schauen uns das Ganze mal an. Es sah ja jetzt beim letzten Mal nicht mehr so deutlich aus, sage ich mal, mit den Leads. Ach ne, ich muss andersrum. Aber ich kann auch gewisse Proben wiederholen. Also zum Beispiel in diesen Industriehafen springen. Solange ich nicht sterbe, sollte das möglich sein. Genau. Schauen wir uns mal an, was der zu sagen hat. Auch wenn Kim das nicht so toll findet, ne? Vielleicht kriegen wir Informationen.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Das wäre doch eigentlich interessant. Ich glaube, die hatten wir doch auch schon.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard Kuno pushes it. Kuno pushes it hard level. You should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep fucking it out of you.
Are you okay, Kuno?
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
Oh nein. Gesperrt. Das ist sehr doof.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real. Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
Alright, Pico, shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno?
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker, 'cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique too.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. No, it's not fucking Kuno's. It's ancient. Look at it.
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno. He says you climb the ladder up to your magic tree house.
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic treehouse. Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there. Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno. Look it up in the library. Kuno's not a fucking dictionary. Fucking small brain. Kuno means the gardener, alright?
Alter, der ballert einfach nur
Look, Kuno doesn't
eine
explain
Beleidigung
shit.
nach der
Kuno
anderen.
just says shit.
Ist aber auch schwierig, was aus dem rauszubekommen.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about... Kuno doesn't fucking...
Okay. Immerhin haben wir hier was herausgefunden. Können aber auch noch den Typen fragen. Solange uns die Leads nicht ausgehen, ist ja alles okay. Mit der Gärtnerin kann ich jetzt auch noch mal sprechen.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garanzi and Kubek. It must be his name, Garanzi. Garanzi Kubek. Sounds representative. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Was? Bleiben Sie männlich? Was ist das für eine Antwort?
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
Bin ich da lang?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. The door does not budge.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Yes. I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough. As a side investigation. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Stereoermittlung.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. Two men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container despondently. CSM is written on their backs.
Thank you anyway.
Yes? Absolutely out of the question.
You wait and see, cafeteria manager. Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Okay.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
Okay, die hat nichts Neues. Das ist ja komisch. Das kann eine Weile dauern, okay. Das Staurätsel. Okay. Das könnte ich auch mal machen. Okay, die Geheimgänge im Wording. Das klingt interessant.
cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Komm ich auch nicht lang. Ich glaube, ich muss nochmal die Kollegen da anrufen. Das läuft ja irgendwie nicht so rund. Vielleicht habe ich mich auch nur geziert, irgendwas Offensichtliches zu machen und verstehe jetzt nicht, warum ich nicht weiterkomme. Eigentlich dachte ich, bin ich da ganz systematisch
you see a set of
durchgegangen.
steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a moment, officer.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything.
Right. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Request denied, sir.
Nothing is working.
Ja, so fühle ich mich auch. Nichts funktioniert.
Anything else, sir? Over. Okay, 10-4, sir.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
What? What is it?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over. Then,
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed things weren't that good on that front. Over. Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Führt alles nirgendwo hin. Oh je.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. On his chest, a fading web of the material appears delicate and fragile.
They are armor, no boots. Technically speaking, these are sabatons. Ceramic plate under the heel. Fair weather.
A small bell-like sound fills the air. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate.
Faint, Organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates, like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos and extremities blotched.
Of course. You have questions, don't you? The power of your imagination is at your service. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. No, you don't. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry. Do I remind you of someone? There you go. Look at that bright kid. We're birds of a feather, you and I. Soon you will be just like me.
Feeling nausea, vomiting, tenderness or pain around the liver area, tiny red lines on the skin above waist level, more like days, Coppo. The clock is ticking. Your liver tells you.
Come back later, cop.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
How should I know why you are squinting, officer? Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears.
So, what do you think?
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Könnte ehrlich gesagt am meisten Wirkung haben. Ich bin...
Maybe. I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think. There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and... An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the company. An off-key melody starts playing after you...
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't...
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead. You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. Just seeing the words Andro Orlando gets your hackles up. Its very existence is a threat to your masculinity, to say nothing of your hair. All you hear is static, but no one answers the call. You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens. You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver but isn't saying anything.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order? My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
It's a woman, and she knows you. Your heart beats faster. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care. Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally meet again.
She sounds like she's about to cry. The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks ancient.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read. Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier. All right, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner. There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer A strange metallic taste fills your mouth.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
It's you. My...
Wait. Is she...
Michelle. Just... Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can... Your hands are getting cold and your breathing becomes visible, forming...
Ever since I came to... As if my mind's been...
And then it hits you. She tries again not to cry. and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet, real or not, your mirror neurons react. Anger boils up in your chest. Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going. A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket. No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow. Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways, guttering.
So... it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve. Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident. Silence. No one answers the doorbell. Silence. No one answers your call.
Ach je. Ich mit dem gesprochen.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a twist of lemon? Maybe lime. Maybe who cares? Just rum? The worker is in a deep. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The worker continues to nap, undisturbed despite you shaking him.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. You must forgive me. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Das sind so absurde Antworten. Alter. Das ist echt eine dümmer als die andere.
Whatever do you mean? Ah, yes. Probably Roll With Me by the Fletchers. People often quote the Fletchers at me. Morel says it's my theme song. Of course, dear.
Oh mein Gott, das ist mir so unangenehm, dieses Gespräch zu führen. Das ist ja eine Katastrophe.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door is closed. Still no answer. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. He doesn't like where this is going. You should punch a fucking hole in it. The murmur in your ears recedes slowly. Your breathing normalizes. That's one lucky door.
It's one lucky door. Oh Gott, ey, man ist so ein unheimlich unangenehmer Mensch.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. This fan has 2 chain pull switches. Or has it been consigned there as punishment?
Immer noch nicht nach der Krawatte greifen. Oh Gott.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Okay. Ist noch zu früh. Was ist mit der Tür? Geht nicht. Da ist auch nichts. Boah, ich hänge echt hier. Das ist ja bedauerlich. Jetzt läuft unten Musik oder was? Ab 7. Ich glaube, ich kann einfach nur noch Gespräche wiederholen, die ich schon geführt habe. Ich weiß überhaupt nicht, was ich tun soll.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kowalson crane over using some remote controls. Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right? I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
Something changes in his disposition. A merciful smile in the corner of his eye.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however. First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
Okay, der hat mir einen Tipp gegeben. Das muss ich unbedingt probieren.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets.
Inane popular culture lingo. It is intellectually uninteresting to sock anything to an infant such as you.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt. Correct.
Mist, ey.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The rate...
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic. Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs? Rock and roll is moribund. Only Koikos listen to it anymore. There is no life left in it. My people abandoned it long ago. It leads only to neurodegenerative herpes and heroin overdoses. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race. I can see that. The Seminoles are the South Island race. Haplogroup A4A. We are the future. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulembuir are with me in my genetic dream. No. I have heard about it.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
Yes.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Do you?
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on? Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to... A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats. You know them by the names of their nation-states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun. The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously. The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum. As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Simonese and the Areopagite are on the ascent. The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more Type A races in the world.
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Khoikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people. To an untrained eye, the Khoiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Our pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic
Die Dialoge sind echt
cultural
wild.
domination that the
Ist auch sau viel Rassismus einfach. Das ist richtig anstrengend.
and smoking the degenerate tobacco and for eating potato. The Khoiko, the countless micronationalities au grade, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba. The Vacholians, halfway between Type A and the racial cauldron, too mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet. Types CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me. Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Semenese man. Only possible if the mother is masked. The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair. Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic. The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Semenese with the Koiko to produce a super worker of Semenese strength and great servility. This will never happen. The Semenese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Semenese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Koiko woman or Koika. But enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of Type CF. Where there you understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it. You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vasholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
Ah, okay. Jetzt muss ich eine Beschäftigung für die Zwischenzeit finden. Ey, man schämt sich halt, sowas zu sagen. Das ist so lächerlich. Das ist auch ganz schön absurd, weil da... Man ringt dann so mit sich, denkt sich, als Polizist kann ich sowas doch nicht eingestehen. So, man stellt dann irgendwie die am wenigsten lächerlichen Fragen. Und ich glaube, das läuft halt nur darauf hinaus, dass man das sagt, irgendwann.
No response. He just arches his brow.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy. Try work, the case at hand. It can work miracles. Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer. Focus on other people's troubles, not your own.
Your heart beats twice like a fist. The serotonin deficiency makes your teeth clench. The lieutenant glances at his electronic wristwatch. A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again? I don't know what you're talking about. Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Evashal West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
No. He means La Puta Madre.
The name resounds like a bell in the air. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let it...
Yeah, him.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorryman and Carter's Guild.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job.
Oh, geil. Ficken Sie sich doch.
The main thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most important thing is, how does it look on your resume?
What? What do you think we're doing right now, Runt? We're outside talking. There's some kind of homo thing?
Okay, that's enough, detective. We'll just have to ask someone else about the lady driver. Let's go.
Oh Mann, das ist so bitter. Komm, der war nett letztes Mal.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind? I don't want to talk about that. Man, I was hoping she'd catch a break. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some mastermind evildoer, and I don't know where she is. Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person, I know that.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not
Ach,
survive.
ist das Sylvie
I can't
vielleicht?
have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you. She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with...
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me too. That she's had a...
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well... It looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind. The way it worked. The trouble.
The pain it was causing her.
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. Push Tommy, and it will break his heart. And his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son.
Mir ist doch egal, ob wir befreundet sind.
I thought you were a different kind of cop.
The realization that you've used his friendliness and goodwill for your own ends. Remember, you're doing it for the bigger investigation. This is important. Relax. Ask.
Here. Her lorry's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these.
When did she leave?
Last Friday. She left them to me because she trusted me. So I can get it out of the way when the jam breaks.
The other drivers would have to tow it or break in to get the machines moving.
No. I don't know.
Thank you for your cooperation, sir. I know it was hard.
You don't really think so?
I really do. If I didn't, I wouldn't be in the RCM.
Okay. Fürs nächste Mal ist es vielleicht die Sylvie? Unwahrscheinlich, ja. Aber jetzt habe ich wenigstens ein Lied, den ich verfolgen kann und bei dem Zeit verstreichen wird. Also kann ich dann vielleicht nochmal mit dem Schädelmesser reden. Und wenn nicht, vielleicht mit Kim am Ende am Feierabend. Okay. Das ist immerhin etwas. Nächste Woche geht's weiter. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal.